Wednesday, we told you about AAA's new study revealing that drivers who use voice-activated features on their phone could be more dangerous to other drivers. Even more dangerous than that is those who text while driving. Now, this study comes on the heels of Governor Rick Scott signing a new law banning texting while driving in Florida. In tonight's For Your Protection series, our Greg Angel is talking about some of the finer points of the new law that drivers may not know about.
Hey, Rockman. Yeah, the new law will go into effect later this year in October. Officer David Northway, Tallahassee Police Department, joining us this week for Your Protection. And you say maybe a couple months before the new law actually goes into effect, but start changing the habit now.
Absolutely. You know, in this day and age, texting is a huge part of our lives. We don't even realize how much we text, I don't think. And while you're in the car, you're stopping at a red light, or you're rolling up to the stopping at the red light, you're trying to get that text out because it's so very important. But in reality, every time you take your eyes off the road for just a split second, that's when those accidents happen. What people don't realize is that when they're driving and everything is going the way that it should, the way your brain expects it to go, meaning all the lanes of travel is going the same way, everybody's going where they're supposed to be going, it's great. You can do a text message. But if someone pulls out in front of you, or someone doesn't see you, or a kid runs out in the road, or whatever it is, that's when you cannot make the transition from the text to hit the brakes in time, and that's when
And
you're
all it
going to
really
get
takes is just a fraction of a second.
It's amazing how many feet you travel in your car at 50 miles an hour before you can stop. You don't even realize it.
Well, let's talk about the law itself. This is considered a secondary offense, meaning what?
It means that if a police officer can't see you texting and pull you over just for the texting, what it means is if I pull you over as a police officer for making an illegal turn, and at the same time you were texting, then you can also get a secondary ticket. It also will come into play, I believe, and we'll have to see how it works out in the court system, but in accidents. So if I go to an accident and a witness says, I saw you texting right before you crashed, that could issue a citation for being a contributing factor to that crash.
And this is interesting here because this is a whole lot different because usually officers really didn't have the authority, so to say, to kind of be able to bring texting and driving to
right. It's now making it part of that world where we're going to have to start saying the texting was contributing to that crash, which we hate that to be the situation. So please stop texting while you're driving. It'll wait, I promise.
And again, going to that final note, because the habit, people text and drive, change the habit now.
Change the habit now.
Officer David Northway, Tallahassee Police Department, talking For Your Protection. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.
As always, Rockman, back to you.
Thanks so much, Greg.